When we think about what we value in life, many of us might mention things like love, health, or happiness. But at the core of it all, there is one asset that is even more fundamental than those time. It is the one resource that cannot be replenished, traded, or saved for later. Every single day, we are given a set number of hours, minus 24 to be exact, and how we choose to fill those hours can profoundly shape our lives. Time is a finite resource. No matter how successful you are or how much money you have, you cannot buy back time once it's gone. This reality can be a heavy burden to bear, but it can also be a powerful motivator. When you recognize that time is limited, it encourages you to live more intentionally. You start to ask yourself, what truly matters to me, and how do I want to spend my precious hours? Think about your daily routines. Are you using your time in ways that reflect your values? Many of us fall into patterns of living that are more about habit than intention. We scroll mindlessly through social media, binge watch shows, or say yes to every invitation without considering whether those activities align with our true goals. When you reflect on how you spend your time, you might realize that a lot of it gets allocated to things that don't fulfill you or serve your purpose. This is where the power of awareness comes in. When you begin to treat time as your most valuable asset, you start to prioritize activities and relationships that bring you joy and growth. This shift in perspective allows you to make conscious choices about how you invest your time. You can start asking yourself critical questions. Is this how I want to spend my time? Does this activity or relationship contribute to my well-being and personal growth? Another aspect to consider is that time is not just about quantity, it's about quality. Spending 2 hours doing something you love feels vastly different from spending the same amount of time on an obligation that drains you. High-quality time is filled with engagement, joy, and purpose. It's the moments where you feel alive and present. Those are the moments that define a rich life. Moreover, embracing the concept of time as your most valuable asset also means understanding its role in your future. The decisions you make today will ripple into your tomorrow. If you spend time investing in your skills and knowledge today, you're setting yourself up for success in the future. If you nurture relationships today, you're building a support network for tomorrow. Every choice you make about how you spend your time creates a foundation for the life you want to live. Recognizing the intrinsic value of time can also inspire gratitude. It encourages you to appreciate the small moments like a cup of coffee in the morning, a heartfelt conversation with a friend, or a quiet evening to yourself. When you start to value time, you'll find that even the simplest moments become precious because you know they are fleeting. So, as you navigate your day-to-day life, remember this: your time is limited, and how you choose to spend it is a reflection of what you hold dear. Embrace it, honor it, and use it wisely. Time is your most valuable asset. Treat it as such. In a world filled with distractions and competing demands, the ability to prioritize what truly matters is essential for leading a fulfilling life. Every day we are faced with countless tasks and responsibilities that vie for our attention. From work obligations to family commitments to social engagements, it can be overwhelming to navigate what deserves our focus. This is why prioritization is not just a skill but a vital practice for living with intention. To start prioritizing effectively, you first need to clarify your values and goals. What do you truly want to achieve in life? What brings you joy, satisfaction, and fulfillment? Take a moment to reflect on what matters most to you. This could include your career aspirations, personal relationships, health, or passions. When you have a clear understanding of your core values, it becomes much easier to filter out distractions and make choices that align with your true priorities. One effective way to prioritize is to create a list of tasks and categorize them based on their urgency and importance. The Eisenhower matrix, for example, divides tasks into 4 quadrants: urgent and important, important but not urgent, urgent but not important, and neither urgent nor important. This method allows you to see where you should be allocating your time and energy. By focusing on what is truly important, you can eliminate activities that drain your resources without providing any meaningful return. In addition to categorizing tasks, it's essential to be realistic about your limits. We often overcommit ourselves, believing we can do it all. This mindset can lead to stress and burnout. Recognizing that you have a finite amount of time and energy allows you to make more informed decisions about what to take on. Ask yourself, is this commitment in line with my goals? If not, it's okay to say no or to delegate tasks that don't require your personal touch. Another crucial aspect of prioritizing is recognizing the power of routine. Establishing daily or weekly rituals can help ensure that you consistently devote time to what matters most. Whether it's setting aside an hour each morning for personal development, scheduling regular family dinners, or making time for a hobby, these routines create a structure that supports your priorities. They serve as a constant reminder of what you value and help you stay accountable to your commitments. Moreover, prioritization is not a one-time effort. It requires continuous evaluation and adjustment. Life is dynamic and circumstances change. What mattered to you 6 months ago may not hold the same significance today. Regularly revisiting your goals and values allows you to realign your priorities and ensures that you're not drifting away from what truly matters. It's a proactive approach that empowers you to make conscious choices rather than reactively responding to the demands of others. In this journey of prioritizing what matters, it's also essential to cultivate a mindset of gratitude. Recognizing and appreciating the time spent on meaningful activities and relationships can enhance your overall well-being. When you prioritize what truly matters, you'll find that your life becomes richer and more rewarding. The small moments spent with loved ones, the time invested in personal growth, and the effort put into pursuing your passions all contribute to a life well lived. Additionally, prioritizing what matters fosters a sense of purpose. When you invest your time and energy in alignment with your values, you cultivate a deeper connection to your life's journey. This sense of purpose can be a powerful motivator, driving you to overcome obstacles and persevere through challenges. You begin to see how your daily choices contribute to a larger vision, creating a sense of fulfillment that transcends the mundane. Ultimately, the practice of prioritizing what matters is about reclaiming your time and energy. It's an invitation to live deliberately and to choose actions that reflect your true self. By understanding your values, setting clear goals, creating routines, and embracing flexibility, you can navigate the complexities of life with clarity and intention. When you prioritize what truly matters, you unlock the potential for a more meaningful, joyful, and impactful existence. In a society that often equates busyness with success, the ability to say no can feel like a radical act. Yet mastering this skill is essential for maintaining balance and protecting your time and energy. Saying no isn't about being unkind or dismissive. Rather, it's an affirmation of your values and priorities. It is a powerful tool that allows you to take control of your life, direct your energy toward what truly matters, and ultimately live more authentically. First, it's important to recognize that saying yes is often the default response for many people. We are conditioned to seek approval and to be agreeable. Whether it's agreeing to work on an additional project, attending social events, or taking on responsibilities that aren't aligned with our goals, saying yes can quickly lead to overwhelm. The more you say yes to others, the more you may find yourself saying no to your own needs and aspirations. This imbalance can lead to burnout, resentment, and a loss of personal identity. To master the art of saying no, you must first cultivate self-awareness. Take time to reflect on your priorities and values. Understand what you truly want to achieve in your life and how different commitments align with those goals. When faced with a request, pause and ask yourself, does this opportunity serve my goals? If the answer is no, it becomes much easier to decline the request without guilt. Another critical aspect of saying no is understanding that you do not owe anyone an explanation. While it can be tempting to over-explain or justify your decision, it often leads to feelings of obligation. A simple, polite response is often sufficient. For example, you can say, "Thank you for thinking of me, but I have to decline this approach." Maintains your boundaries without feeling the need to defend your choice. It's also helpful to practice saying no in low-stakes situations. Start by turning down smaller requests, like attending an event you're not interested in or opting out of a social gathering that doesn't resonate with you. This practice can help build your confidence and reinforce the idea that your time and energy are valuable. As you become more comfortable with these small refusals, you'll find it easier to say no to larger, more significant commitments. Setting boundaries is another essential component of saying no. Clearly defining what is acceptable for you allows others to understand your limits. When you articulate your boundaries, you create a framework within which you can operate, making it easier to decline requests that fall outside of those parameters. This might mean letting colleagues know your availability or discussing with friends how often you can meet. Additionally, you can reframe the act of saying no as an opportunity to say yes to yourself. Every time you decline a request, you're making space for something that truly aligns with your values and aspirations. You're choosing to invest your time and energy in pursuits that nourish you, whether that's spending time with loved ones, focusing on personal development, or simply enjoying some quiet time for reflection. When you view saying no through this lens, it becomes a positive action rather than a negative one. It's also important to anticipate the reactions of others. People may initially react with surprise or disappointment when you decline their requests, especially if they're accustomed to you saying yes. However, remember that their feelings are not your responsibility. It's natural for people to want your help, but it's equally valid for you to prioritize your well-being. Over time, as you consistently enforce your boundaries, others will learn to respect your decisions. Moreover, consider the long-term consequences of saying yes versus no. While a momentary yes might bring temporary satisfaction or approval, a consistent pattern of overcommitment can lead to stress, anxiety, and burnout. In contrast, saying no allows you to preserve your mental and emotional resources, enabling you to engage more fully in the things that genuinely matter to you. In a world that often glorifies overextension, mastering the art of saying no is an act of self-respect and empowerment. It reinforces the understanding that your time is valuable, and you have the agency to choose how it is spent. By practicing self-awareness, setting boundaries, and reframing your mindset around refusals, you can cultivate a life that is aligned with your true values and aspirations. As you become more adept at saying no, you'll find that your life begins to reflect what you truly want, leading to a greater sense of fulfillment and authenticity. In our fast-paced world, the importance of self-care and personal growth often takes a back seat to our daily responsibilities and commitments. We tend to prioritize work, family obligations, and social activities over our own well-being. However, investing in self-care and growth is not just a luxury, it is a necessity for leading a balanced, fulfilling life. By making time for yourself, you are nurturing your physical, emotional, and mental health, which in turn allows you to show up better for others and tackle life's challenges with resilience. Self-care encompasses a wide range of activities that promote your well-being. This can include physical activities such as exercising, eating nutritious meals, and getting enough sleep, as well as emotional and mental practices like meditation, journaling, or engaging in creative pursuits. Each of these activities contributes to your overall health and happiness. When you prioritize self-care, you send a clear message to yourself that you are worthy of time and attention. One of the first steps in investing in self-care is recognizing the signs of burnout or stress. Do you feel overwhelmed, fatigued, or irritable? These feelings often indicate that you need to reassess how you are spending your time and energy. Taking a moment to check in with yourself can help you identify areas where you may need to pull back and focus on self-care. Creating a self-care routine can significantly enhance your well-being. Start by carving out specific times during your day or week dedicated solely to yourself. This could be as simple as a morning ritual that includes a few moments of quiet reflection, a warm bath in the evening, or a weekend walk in nature. Consistency is key when you build these practices into your routine. They become habits that nurture your mind, body, and spirit. Moreover, self-care also involves setting healthy boundaries. This means knowing when to say no to additional responsibilities or commitments that will stretch you too thin. It's about recognizing your limits and making conscious choices that protect your time and energy. When you establish boundaries, you create space for self-care and ensure that you are not sacrificing your well-being for the sake of pleasing others or fulfilling every obligation. In addition to self-care, investing in personal growth is equally important. This involves seeking opportunities to learn and develop new skills, whether through formal education, workshops, or self-directed learning. Growth can also occur through self-reflection as you take the time to understand your motivations, values, and aspirations. By engaging in personal development, you expand your horizons and increase your capacity to tackle new challenges. Consider setting specific goals for your personal growth. These could be short-term goals like reading a certain number of books each month, or long-term goals such as pursuing a degree or mastering a new skill. Writing down your goals and tracking your progress can provide motivation and accountability, helping you stay focused on your journey of growth. Another essential aspect of investing in growth is surrounding yourself with supportive people. Engage with communities or individuals who inspire you and share your values. These relationships can provide encouragement, constructive feedback, and valuable insights that propel you forward. The right support system can make a significant difference in your ability to pursue personal growth and maintain your commitment to self-care. Additionally, embracing a mindset of curiosity and openness is crucial for growth. Approach life with the belief that there is always something new to learn or experience. This perspective encourages you to step outside your comfort zone and seek new challenges, whether that means trying a new hobby, traveling to new places, or engaging in difficult conversations. Every experience can be a learning opportunity, contributing to your personal development. Practicing self-care and pursuing growth also fosters resilience. Life is full of ups and downs, and when you take the time to care for yourself and invest in your development, you build a stronger foundation to weather challenges. Self-care equips you with the mental and emotional strength to face difficulties, while personal growth expands your toolkit for problem-solving and adaptability. Furthermore, investing in self-care and growth promotes a sense of fulfillment and purpose. When you dedicate time to activities that nourish your soul and contribute to your development, you are not merely existing, you are thriving. You cultivate a deeper connection to yourself and your aspirations, allowing you to lead a life that aligns with your values and passions. Ultimately, investing in self-care and growth is a commitment to yourself. It is an acknowledgement that you deserve to be prioritized and that your well-being is essential. By creating a foundation of self-care and pursuing opportunities for growth, you empower yourself to live authentically and purposefully. This investment will yield rich rewards in all areas of your life, enhancing your overall quality of living and enabling you to contribute positively to the world around you. In a world that often prioritizes productivity and individual achievement, the importance of building meaningful connections can easily be overlooked. Yet the relationships we cultivate significantly impact our well-being, happiness, and overall quality of life. Meaningful connections enrich our experiences, provide us with support during challenging times, and help us grow as individuals. Investing time in these relationships is not just beneficial, it's essential for leading a fulfilling life. Creating meaningful connections begins with understanding what it means to connect genuinely with others. It's about more than just sharing superficial conversations or participating in social events. True connection involves vulnerability, empathy, and active engagement. It requires you to be fully present, to listen attentively, and to share your authentic self. When you allow yourself to be vulnerable, you open the door for others to do the same, creating a safe space where genuine connections can flourish. One way to foster deeper relationships is through active listening. This means giving your full attention to the person speaking, validating their feelings, and responding thoughtfully. Instead of waiting for your turn to talk, focus on what the other person is saying. Ask open-ended questions that encourage them to share more about their experiences, thoughts, and feelings. This practice not only strengthens your bond, but also shows that you value and respect the other person's perspective. Another important aspect of creating meaningful connections is being intentional about the relationships you cultivate. Reflect on the people in your life and consider who uplifts you, inspires you, and challenges you to grow. Seek out individuals who share your values and passions, as these commonalities can deepen your connection. Additionally, don't hesitate to let go of relationships that are draining or toxic. Surrounding yourself with supportive and positive influences creates an environment where meaningful connections can thrive. Quality over quantity is a crucial principle in building meaningful connections. It's easy to fall into the trap of believing that having a large social circle equates to having meaningful relationships. However, having a few deep, authentic connections often provides far more fulfillment than numerous shallow acquaintances. Focus on nurturing those relationships that truly matter to you, where you can be your true self and feel a sense of belonging. Moreover, investing time in your relationships is key to strengthening those bonds. This can mean scheduling regular catch-ups with friends, engaging in shared activities, or simply reaching out to check in on someone you care about. It's the little gestures, sending a text to say you're thinking of someone, remembering important dates, or making time for a coffee date that show you value the connection. These acts of kindness and thoughtfulness foster a sense of closeness and trust. Another way to create meaningful connections is to engage in shared experiences. Whether it's joining a club, participating in community events, or taking a class together, shared activities provide opportunities to bond over common interests. These experiences create memories and stories that strengthen your connection. Additionally, working on projects together or collaborating on goals can deepen your understanding of each other and build a sense of teamwork. In the digital age, it's essential to strike a balance between online interactions and face-to-face connections. While technology allows us to stay in touch with people across distances, it can sometimes create a sense of superficiality. Make a conscious effort to prioritize in-person interactions when possible. Face-to-face conversations often lead to deeper understanding and connection, allowing for nonverbal communication that digital interactions lack. Moreover, don't underestimate the power of vulnerability in fostering connections. Sharing your struggles, fears, and aspirations with others can create a profound sense of intimacy. It shows that you trust them enough to let them see the real you. When you open up about your experiences, you invite others to share theirs, creating a two-way street of support and understanding. This mutual vulnerability can transform relationships, building strong foundations of trust and empathy. Additionally, be open to new connections. While nurturing existing relationships is important, don't shy away from meeting new people. Embrace opportunities to expand your social circle by attending networking events, joining interest groups, or engaging in community service. Every new connection has the potential to bring fresh perspectives, experiences, and opportunities for growth. Finally, express gratitude and appreciation for the connections you have. Take the time to acknowledge the impact that certain individuals have had on your life. Whether through a heartfelt message, a small gift, or simply spending quality time together, expressing gratitude reinforces the bond and shows that you value the relationship. Creating meaningful connections requires effort, intention, and a willingness to be vulnerable. By investing time and energy into these relationships, you cultivate a network of support, love, and understanding that enriches your life. Meaningful connections not only contribute to your happiness, but also foster a sense of belonging in a world that can often feel isolating. When you prioritize these relationships, you create a foundation for a more fulfilling and connected existence.